Now we're recording.
Good morning, New York!
Good morning!
Hey everyone, today on Daily Fitness we're going to show the importance of a foam roller. Basically it's a cylinder and it is made out of foam. Easy peasy. I got this maybe 4 years ago from my physical therapist for $20, but you can buy this online on Amazon for like $20 to $40. You can get different firmnesses, and the softer you go, the easier it's going to be. The harder the roller, the more painful, the more pressure it's going to apply to your muscles. So the use of this we're working on the fascia of the muscles.
So is this one more firm or more on the firmer end or the softer?
This one's going to be a little bit more on the softer side. And I've progressed to where I need a firmer one, so I will get a firmer one eventually, but it still works very well. And I'll show the other uses besides actual fascial release. But for this video, we're doing it for before you want to stretch. To allow the muscle to actually stretch out, you got to work on the fascia, which is like the lubricant of the muscle. So if that's tight, the muscle's not going to want to stretch out. So that's what we're going to show you today. So Jimmy's going to demonstrate this here.
All right.
So, what am I doing? Just this right here?
Alright, 1 second here. I gotta tighten this up.
Start off with the quads.
Okay, so right now he's stretching out his quads right now, but which is a great thing to start on, but I want to work on hip flexors. Alright, hip flexors are these muscles right here. Alright? And these are the muscles that brings the knee up. Alright, this is the position you see yourself sitting in all the time, right? And because we sit so much, we gotta stretch them out. We gotta smash those suckers. Alright, so go ahead and lay down that.
Like this?
Yeah, try to get pressure on one side.
Okay.
So I'm just going to go like this here. I'm sorry, video. Alright. So he's going to be rolling on that hip flexor right there. Alright, and if you find a tight spot and it starts hurting, that's what you want to feel. It's not like the most painful thing in the world, but if you feel pain, that's where you need to work on it. Alright, so you don't need to necessarily roll back and forth, you can, but it's just about applying pressure in that hot spot.
So kind of, if there's pressure, I could just stop there and kind of just rest on it?
Yeah, and then what's good when you find that pressure is to just focus on your breathing. Really breathe into the muscle itself. Take deep breaths. Try to breathe through your diaphragm, through your belly. Breathe into the stretch. Alright, try working on the other side now. So you want to do this for a minimum, let's say minimum 30 seconds. If you can go up to 2 minutes, that's going to really work on your soft tissue, which is going to help mobilize that. So now I'm going to show, Jimmy's going to show you what it's like to loosen up your upper back. So I want you to roll on at your upper back.
Oh, my upper back.
Yeah.
Alright.
So this is just another demonstration. I use this to maybe pop a few vertebrae in, since I don't have the financing to go to the chiropractor all the time. So just roll back and forth. Go ahead, Jimmy, and wrap your arms around yourself, like grab your shoulders. Go like, yeah. And really separate your shoulder blades. Now I want you to lift up and really just focus on rolling that. Try to not go past your middle back, because that's when you get into the lumbar. It doesn't like that kind of pressure. So it's going to loosen up some of those muscles up there. Okay. So not only does this work on your hip flexors and your upper back, you can work on your pecs, you can work on your hamstrings, your glutes. Here, I'm just going to have Jimmy take control over this camera. I'm going to show you a few things.
Alright.
Okay. You got tight hips. Go ahead and put that knee up. Find a tight spot right here. So that piriformis is a lot of the times tight. So I feel some pressure. I'm just going to hang out there. Now I'm going to just speed this up. So this is one stretch you can do to get those tight hips. And then you can go and do, we showed you hip flexors, alright? you want to get pretty much the weight on one side. You can do both sides, but might not apply as much pressure.
Cool.
So then we can work on pecs up here, where we actually find where our pec's tight, roll it out, maybe anterior shoulder. All right, we can do that. And then another thing you can do, I like using, and this is gonna be beyond mobility work, but I simply use this to do bridges. And then I activate my butt here, and activating your butt is the first step that needs to happen before you activate your hamstring. So I go ahead and work on my hamstring activation by doing these bridges and pulls like that. So you just work on it like that. Super good tool. This is, sorry Jimmy to say this, but this is my best friend. I love this. It's such a good tool. Anyways, folks, that's all for today. We're gonna be working on other things, like we're gonna be using super bands. I'm gonna show you some maybe Theracane stuff. Other tools you can use to really help your mobility. And we're gonna start a series too, actually. We're gonna do mind, body, and soul. So this is gonna be the body section. We're gonna have things to help with the mind and actually like philosophies and working that soul, so to speak. So lots to look forward to. We're gonna try to make a series, and we'll be putting out more and more videos. We're trying to get more organized, and that's all for today. We'll catch you later.